through this whole silly process of I don't even know what.
I mean, I think I can understand how it would work for other things. I mean, for this specific equation, it's really easy to just solve it.
Yeah.
But the thing that I'm confused on is I set up the matrices, so 2, 1, 3, -4, and then I have the -4 and -9, or I guess it's just 4 and 9. I don't know where the negatives came from. Where are they? No. But yeah. And I don't know what to do from there.
I'm sorry, I kind of missed that. What did you say you did?
Well, I set up the 2 matrices, but after that, I don't know what to do.
So, I was reading it in the textbook, and it's really weird. It's like, we're supposed to do, where was it? Okay. So, I'm trying to think how I can explain this. So, they took the upper left-hand corner. So, like if we're looking at the first one, they took 2. And they added 2. So that would be 4. And then they subtracted, they multiplied it by the bottom one. So that would be times 3. That's really weird. To get a 0 in the first, multiply R1 by 2. Oh, no, sorry. They multiply, 2 by 2 is 2. And add the result to R2. Okay, so the result is 4. Oh, and we would add that. So it's plus 3, so it would be 7. Here, I can try to share my screen so you guys are seeing what I'm reading. Okay, that's not the one I want to share though. I want to share the other screen. How do I do that? Can you guys see this?
Somewhat.
Kind of.
Let me see if I can make it bigger.
Okay, so what you're trying to do is you want 0 in the first position, the bottom left, whatever. But I don't think you necessarily have to get the first one 0. I think the whole objective is just to get one of them 0. And so, for example, like in this one, so we have the 2, 1 in R1, and then 3, -4. I think what you would do is you would multiply R1 by 4, so that second position, when you add them together, that cancels out, makes 0. Does that make sense?
Nope.
So I think I know what you're trying to. So what you're saying, Connor, is like just treating it like a normal equation, So where you multiply the entire R1 by 4 so that you get 4, so you get 2, 4, 3, negative 4, so that the 4's cancel out. Is that where you're headed with that?
Yeah.
So I think that's how you do it if we were like dealing with just the equations. But since it's the matrices, what we have to do is like in R1. So if you look at the columns, let's say like the first column is the X column, the second column is the Y column, and then the third column is just the resultant or whatever you want to call it, the R column, whatever. So the objective here is to get one number in the X column to be 1 and all the rest 0, and then one number in the Y column to make one row in the Y column to be 1 and all the rest 0. So that way we're like metaphorically solving for X and Y. That made any sense.
I guess, yeah, that makes sense. So then what would you do in this?
Well, no, see, that's where I'm completely lost because, I mean, I was trying to work through it in the homework, but I just did not even get how they were coming up with this crap to be able to multiply it and figure all that out.
Yeah, what's up? Let's see. What's up?
Number 2 through 1.
Yeah, sure. What's up?
1 to 3, and A, then C, then 3, and then 5.
Okay, so anything in an absolute value is always going to be positive. So you basically just ignore that negative.
And where are
Yeah, so this little, so when there's two lines around a number, that means the absolute value. And so anything in an absolute value is going to be positive. So you ignore that little thing. But then there's another one on the outside. So you're going to take 28 and just imagine that this is negative 1. So you would multiply 28 by negative 1. So the answer is still going to be negative 28. And then here, this is going to be 28 minus 25. No, because that's the absolute value. So it's going to be 28 minus 25. So the answer to this one is just going to be 3. And then just like you did here, you did 17 minus 12, but because you dropped that negative sign, so that was 5. That was good. Up here, the music shop records the number of CDs sold for 5 months. What fraction of CDs were sold in April? Right? What fraction is in okay, so first, add all of these values. So you add all of the values and then you just take you just take April. And it's gonna be 24 over some number, and it's gonna be that. And then you have to reduce this to the smallest form. And in this one, the geography club is selling wrapping paper for flowers, where they ordered 16 cases. 2/3 of papers. How many students are in the club? The order of 16 places. If each 2 and 4. 2 3.
I think I know this one. I think I know what you're supposed to do. It's easy. I think I know.
Okay, let me. Okay, look at this and read this. Tell me if this makes more sense. Because this made more sense to me than anything else I had seen.
Oh, am I still screen sharing?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Log in.
Or did you stop me already? Oh, right here. There we go. Okay. Timer.
Switching the first and third rows. So you multiply the first row by 9, and then you subtract the third row.
Yeah, so basically what they did is they're just subtracting the first row 9 times from the third row. So that brings this down to 0, this to -6, this to -5, and this to -20. Which zeroes out this one, which is what you want to start happening. And then they just repeated that process as many times to where they figured out that this -1 times x2 is -4, and -5 x3 is 4. And so then you could solve for x2 and x3, and then you use those to solve for x1. If that makes sense. that make any more sense to anyone?
Kind of not really, but
Yeah, like it's just
Because
confusing.
these first parts made sense to me. So this part, and this part, and this part, and this part.
yeah.
So like zero them
Yeah.
out. But what I don't get is how they then solved for x1.
Yeah, I didn't get that. Let's try it their way.
The Christmas party for work. What's the Christmas party on Tuesdays? Does this look okay? You're gonna say no, or I'm not so much.
No, yeah, that's what I'm just thinking.
Does this look okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it looks really cute.
How is that kind of Christmassy?
It's not Christmassy, but I don't really care. I work for spring.
I'm lost.
Yeah. And look at this. Look at this.
Okay. Okay. So, what is this value?
5, 2, X, Y.
Okay, so this is the x value and this is the y value.
Yeah.
So where's 5, 2 on that graph? You sure this looks okay? It's really cute.
I like it. I already illness water. I was like, I already have a snag in my tights.
I'm wearing shorts though, just in case. I always do that too.
Well, it's Dave and Buster's, so we're gonna be playing games and stuff, but I still want to look cute, so.
Yeah, no, you look cute.
You know how when you like throw together an outfit in your head?
Yeah.
Like you're like, okay, this is what I'm gonna wear, but then sometimes you try it on and you're like, wow, that didn't work out like that. I was afraid that's what was gonna happen.
What happened in the video?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Hey, don't be funny in our personal life. And this one I kind of said I forgot.
Okay, add all these.
So does anyone have any ideas what we're doing here?
Yeah, so like 170.
Okay, so then it's just asking for the portion of April. So 24 over 170. And now you reduce that to the no, just 24. Not 240. Now reduce that to the smallest form.
It can't be 1 to 35. Not 1 to 35. No, I was thinking 35.
35 doesn't go into 24 doesn't go into 35 evenly.
No, I mean, 34.
Well, I'm on some sort of track because I got X is 25 and Y is negative 1/6. So I'm doing something right and I'm doing something wrong.
So how did you get that?
So I started off by multiplying R1 by 4 and then adding R1 and R2 together. And so
Yeah.
I had 8 plus 3 is 12. And then I had 4 plus negative 4 is 0. And then I had 16 plus 9 is 25. So then I had the after I did that, I had the 2, 1, and then I had 12, 0, and then I had 4 and 5. So then I multiplied R2 by negative 1/6, and then I added them together. And so then that left me with 0, 1, 12, 0, and then negative 1/6, and then 25. And I just did.
75.
Oh, wait, I did something wrong.
You had 14 and
Wow.
25.
Yeah,
Wait, just-
12 and 75.
That's enough.
But 75 can't be got. Cancel over.
Hold on.
The calculator.
15 divided by 3 is 50. And 24 divided by 3. It's 8 over 50. Is the final answer.
Are you sure about that?
Yep. What did you get? 125?
Close.
50 divided by 25. Do 150 divided by 3. Is 50. And then do 24 divided by 3.
be simplified more. I don't think so.
Oh,
Four
yep.
25.
4 over 25. You're right. And then 1 over 4. 1/4. Wait, no. 4 over 24 can't simplify anymore. Yes, it can. It's 1/6. Oh, it's 1 over 25. Just kidding. Just kidding. Don't listen to me. I'm in a rock band. Are you guys making fun of me?
No.
Okay.
Why?
Oh, because I was helping him with math and I kept screwing up math in my head, so I thought you guys were laughing at me.
Oh,
Alright.
6th grade math. Do not judge.
I'm gonna go rock my baby really quick. I'll be right back.
That's fine.
yes, please. All right, so I think I'm done with number 1, and I've just accepted the fate that it sucks.
Did you end up getting the right answers though?
No.
Okay. Because I got one of the right answers. I figured out how to get the 25 over 11. But I can't figure out how to get the negative 6 over 11.
I actually got 25 over 12. Not 25 over 11.
I did it. Oh my gosh, I did it.
All right, you have to explain now.
Okay. Oh, jeez Louise. Okay. So,
Or do you want to wait for Emma?
yeah, let's wait for Emma.
Or are you going to lose your train of thought?
No, it's all written down. Like, this is super easy stuff. I feel like it just requires so much thinking that it's not even worth it.
Right? That's what I'm feeling like.
Yeah. Okay, ready for this, Emma? I figured it out. Okay, so here's what's going on.
Nah, I can do it.
Yep, I'm not following that.
Okay, so to get the first one, what I did is I multiplied, no, I added line 1 4 times into line 2. So I get to 11, 0, and what is that, 20, what is that, it's back,
25.
25. So then, since you have the 0 here, you divide this over to get 25 over 11 as the answer. And then, so the 11 over 25 is going to be the x value. Hence, technically, you would read this as 11x equals 25.
Right.
Makes sense. Okay, so I solved for that one. Then I just used the same thing to solve for this one. So I first doubled the second line so that this number would be divisible by this number, just to make life easier. So then I added in, or I guess I subtracted from line 2, 3 of line 1, so that the 6 canceled out to 0. This became negative 11, and that became 6. Then you divide it over, and you get negative 6/11 is equal to y.
But I don't. You have 2. Is that negative 1, 4, or is that just 4? Or negative, or is that just 1?
What is it? It's negative 1. Wait, is it? Yeah, it's a negative. Wait. No, this should be a positive 1. That's a positive 1.
So from there, so you multiplied the bottom line by 3. By 2, sorry. You multiply it by 2.
So you're not multiplying, you're just adding. So you add 3.
Well,
3
right. Right.
3 of line 2 to line 1.
But like, so like you said, because it's originally 3, negative 4, 9. And you multiplied it by 2 to get the 6, negative 8, 18.
Oh, right. Yeah, there I multiplied by 2. Yeah.
And then, so you add negative 3 to the bottom line. So that's negative 3. That makes sense.
I'm so lost. It's not even funny.
This is not negative.
All I see, Tyler, is your eye blinking in the corner, and it's so creepy.
I'm trying to look and see what you guys are seeing to make sure you can see it. That's why I'm like just chilling over here.
My feet, big targets.
Ugh.
You and Riley both tripped over my feet.
So I'm confused. What did you do to make the 6 0?
So I added this line 1. Wait, no. Yeah, I added line 1
Oh,
I added negative line 1 3 times to line 2. So if I've got negative line 1, so that's negative 2, I'm adding 3 times negative 2 to line 2, so that zeroes out. And then I'm adding 3 times negative 1 to line 2, so that gets you negative 11. And then I'm adding 3 times negative 4 to line 2, which gives you 6.
And then how did you get negative 6 over 11?
So when it's zeroed out for one of the variables, then you would treat this as negative 11y, because this is the y column, equals 6. This is basically just another way of writing an equation.
Well, that's retarded.
I know, for this problem, it makes no sense, because this is a much harder way to solve it, I feel.
I don't think from what you just did, I don't think I could repeat it. Like
Yeah,
on another problem.
It's just really complicated and requires far too much thinking than it's worth.
I love how I could easily teach you how to set up the matrix, but I don't know how to do it.
Okay, does this make any more sense? I tried to write out like what I did to each box. So like to go from this point to this whole box to this whole box, I did line 2 minus, or was that plus, 4 times line 1. Does that help?
I just don't understand why you had to do that.
So basically, the entire point of this is we're trying to solve for x and y by making one of these columns 0 in one of the equations, so then we can determine what this variable is in relation. So like, if we set this up as an equation right here. So here we have our equation, which is 3x plus 4y equals 9, or whatever it is. It's backwards, I can't read it. So basically what we're doing is trying to solve using the top equation solve for the bottom equation. It makes zero sense. I don't know why you would ever do this, but we have to know it.
What? Oh, is that why? Ooh, that's why. Well, that's super dumb. Okay.
But do you kind of see how I did that? Like, does it make sense how I did it?
Yes, I understand like how you're getting your numbers. I just don't know why you're doing this to this equation.
Don't
Like
ask
how
why.
you just pulled like how did you know to do 2 plus 4 line 1 and 2 times line 2?
So basically what you want to do in looking at this matrix, what you want to do is you want to see how you can manipulate these equations so that one of them ends up being 0. Because when one of them ends up being 0, then you can solve for this variable.
And you want one of the bottom 2 to be 0.
It can be any of them. That was just the easiest way. That's the easiest way that I saw to do it. I'm sure you could do it other ways and get the same answer, but that's just the way that I saw to do it.
Okay. That makes a little bit more sense. So then how do what is that, 25 over 4? How does that relate to the negative 6 over 11?
So this, let me label this better. So you can basically assign each column. So if you look at the equations and then look at how the matrix is set up, so this is the x variable column and this is the y variable column. So in this case, you can basically look at this as this being 11x is equal to 25. So to solve for x, you just divide by 11. So 25 over 11 equals x. And then in this one, we're just solving for y. So we get that negative 6 over 11 equals y. So we're just solving for the variables. I just didn't finish writing that out. So let me...
Oh, that makes a lot more sense. I'm sorry, I'm a bit screaming again. I'll be right back.
So did that make sense how I did that, Connor?
We'll see if this works. I'm trying to trick my son into thinking that I'm sleeping next to him by putting pillows against him.
Nice.
I doubt it's gonna work, but we're giving it a try. So what are the chances that we think we can be done with this in 28 minutes?
I think it's possible.
Because the season finale of my show is on at 9.
Which show?
This Is Us.
Is it the season finale? That's such a good show.
You watch it?
I watched This Is Us. It's such a good show.
It's so good.
That's so good.
It's my favorite. I am still trying to I'm so annoyed that they haven't told us how Jack died.
Right? Drives me
And
nuts.
okay, I'm sorry, but I'm so irritated that Rebecca got married to Miguel.
To the best friend? Yeah, that pisses me off.
That really irritated me. I was not happy.
Yeah, I was upset about that.
I'm so glad someone else watches the show.
It's
No
a
one
good
else
show.
my age watches it. Everyone else that I know that watches it is in their 30s.
No, I enjoy it. I like it.
I really thought you were gonna either not know what I was talking about or make fun of me. So
Well, I was preparing to make fun of you, to be honest.
hey.
This is us, and I was like, oh, okay, well, yeah, I like that. Just because I was afraid you were gonna say like Teen Mom or something like that, or
Oh. No,
one of
I don't
those
watch.
shows, like Beverly Hills Moms or whatever. I hate those shows.
Did you say Beverly Hills Moms?
I don't even know if that's one, but it sounds like it would be one. Okay, so the second one and the third one on problem 1, I don't know if Connor, are you listening to us? But we can't hear you because your mic's muted. I don't know if you're still here. But the second one and the third one on number 1 are easy.
Oh gosh, that's so awkward. I've totally been talking this whole time.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if
You just thought we were ignoring you?
That's so awkward. Sitting over here talking to myself, no big deal.
Do you watch This Is Us too? Is that what you're trying to talk about?
No.
Oh.
I was trying to make fun of you, yes, not.
Okay.
No, just kidding. I actually never heard of the show except for 20 minutes ago. I scrolled past it randomly. But anyways, yeah, no, I just barely finished with number 2, and it's really easy, all of them.
Oh, you did all of number 2 already?
Yeah, I just barely finished.
Okay.
Okay, I have a question really quick.
Yeah.
Go
So for
it.
the second one, you obviously got 1, 1, 3, 3, right?
For the second one on number 1.
Yeah.
So for that one, I didn't bother because there's a quick way to know whether or not you even have to do any work on these ones. Because the second one, I didn't even bother doing any work. Because when you set the equations to in the formula x plus y equals whatever, like if you set them in the same variable format,
Mm-hmm.
you see that the lines are just parallel to each other.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so you don't have to do anything.
Right, because you have x plus y equals 6, and then 3x plus 3y equals 4. So those equations are never going to be like equal to each other because they're parallel lines, so they'll never intersect.
You're so smart.
I agree.
Ugh. Are we allowed to use a calculator on the test for the matrices? Because that would be so much easier to just plug it into a graphing calculator.
Yeah, I'm sure we are, because this solving them by hand is ridiculous.
I'm sure it'll say.
I don't think the first one's possible.
Which one?
The A times B.
So that one will be possible because the number of columns, or excuse me, the number of rows in A is equivalent to the number of columns in B.
Are you sure?
No, but I think so.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Are you guys sure?
Yes.
I don't believe you.
Because the trick of finding out that is, so you write down like rows by columns. So like for the first one, there's 3 rows times, or I mixed it up. It's columns then rows. And so you do it as 1 row by 3 columns. And then you look at B and you'll see there's 3 columns by 1 row. And then so the second number of the first one has to be equal to the first number of the next one. Wait, no. No, I had it right the first time. I'm sorry. So it's rows by columns. And so it's 3 rows by 1 column and then 1 column by 3 rows. Or three rows by, anyways, you get what I'm saying. And so that way you know that the answer is going to be the 2 on the outside, so like 3 by 3. Does that make sense? I explained that horribly.
Seriously, so much freaking pain right now. It's really obnoxious.
Like that.
Interesting. So for 3e minus 2f, does that mean you just multiply every number in e by 3 and every number in f by 2?
Yes.
And then you just subtract the numbers. from their
Cool.
corresponding locations.
Easy. So for that one, did you get 1, -3, 6, -14, 7, 0, 1, 13, 7?
Yeah.
Awesome. So then A plus C wouldn't be possible, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
computer's freezing. This is really for B times C, for your final answer, did you get 10, 27, 4?
No.
Okay. Fan-freaking-tastic. Oh. Oh, that's why I wrote it wrong. We'll flip. I'll try this again. Wait. How do you do this one?
Which one?
B times C?
The same way, so you just multiply the 2, 3, 4 in B by the 2, 4, 1 in C, and then you do it by the 3, 5, 0.
So you mean you do like 2 times 2 plus 2 times 3 plus 2 times 4? Or no?
No. So you do it by like this. You do 2 times 2, and then you do 3 or plus 3 times 4 plus 4 times 1. And then on the other one you do 2 times 3 plus 3 times 5 plus 4 times 0.
So you only end up getting 2 answers?
Yes.
Yes.
Why am I retarded? So 18 and so 18 and 21?
Almost.
What did
Check
I
the
mess up?
check the 18. The 21 was right, but check the 18.
2 times 2 is 4. And 4 times 3 is 12. And 4 times 1 is 4. So that's 16, 17, 20, and 21. Is that right?
Yes.
Sweet. Okay, are we done?
I believe so.
Yeah, unless you have anything else you wanted to go over.
Nope.
All right.
The couch and the remote are calling my name.
Sweet. All right, well, I'll turn it in.
All right, thanks.
Well, thank you.
Peace out.
All right.